Somebody said to me, you always bash TikTok cops. You know who we don't bash? The fucking SWAT boys and the jump out boys that put the little blurry line across their face in all those cool videos.
Yeah.
And they sell merchandise.
Who cares?
I know, but I think I'm being a hypocrite.
No.
So why is it different? Because they're
Give me a
cooler?
second.
Because they're cooler?
Give me a second.
Clip that. That's going to be a problem.
What's up, everybody? So I just want to give a quick shout out to Ghostbed, one of the OG first-time sponsors of the Anti-Hero podcast back in the day. They've been with us since day one because they have the widest variety of beds and bedding for the lowest price. I would suggest checking out their patented cooling sheets. They keep you cool on summer nights, especially people that live in hot-ass states like we do in Florida. I speak with the VP on a regular basis. He's become a good friend of mine. We stand by and guarantee ghost bed. So if you're going to replace a mattress in the house, or you're going to redo the sheets because your kids peed on them or your mother-in-law peed in it, whatever it is, go to ghostbed.com/culture and save 10% off the already ridiculously low prices. What's up, everybody? As you guys know, we teamed up with Tasty Gains, Counterculture. The entire network has teamed up with them. They're a big supporter of ours, but we're a big advocate of them. You know, we're here on the road. You can have these creatine gummies. You don't have to pack the creatine powder and everything. You can eat a gummy, go out, fruit snack, and you can one gummy is 1 gram. You can have up to 5 a day. Look, I mean, another one. You can have them whenever you want, and they're fucking delicious.
Same thing with their pre-workout, the Tasty Gains pre-workout. Simple. It's in a gummy as well. You don't have to chunk down energy drinks and be bloated. Get sick of buying them. One container of pre-workout, one pre-workout gummy. Just as easy.
Yeah, and for guys like us that are always on the road doing something, these are super convenient. I love this company, and this is all we need now. We don't need any more of that powdered bullshit. So go to tastygains.com. Show them some love.
Did you see? I made that. Did you watch my story what they do with the falling off the bike onto the mat? It doesn't have to be on here. I mean, I guess it is current, but it's pretty funny.
Is it?
I posted a story yesterday of this. He's practicing the bike operations.
Yeah.
So I went pretty light on the comment, right? Just I'd walk to every call.
Yeah.
Dude reaches out to me. That's in the video, and I guess it went viral the first time and had like 4.5 million views.
From you?
And then he posted, "Oh my God, I finally made it on Copville," and he was like the coolest dude ever. Like I was like, man, I'm glad my caption wasn't that meaner, because he ended up he's super good shape, like fit cop, like the whole thing, and I guess that's part of their bike training. But I just made the joke that I would rather walk the calls than ever ride a bike and practice that.
Okay, why is the stigma so bad with bikes? Because it is. It's actually super effective in the hood. If you got a real if you really know how to use a bike effectively for police work, and also and it's really good for crowd control. Now they're utilizing them. So
over here, it's done right.
Yeah.
The problem is, like where I live, the Vero Beach Police Department has a bunch of goobers on bikes, and it's like there's no like real hood.
What are the things that they have? They sell the Defenders.
No, the fucking Guardian Angel Light. Them blocked by them.
You're blocked by the company.
Oh yeah, like right out of the rip.
Let's go ahead and get
we're not getting sponsored by them, but no, there is a stigma that rides with but I think it was real popular a long time ago, like community oriented policing in the hood, and then it went away, and I think like anything else, I just brought it back, and usually when those things come back, your most squared away dudes don't really. Like, can you imagine like all day riding around the fucking bike, dude? No air conditioning.
I know dudes that love it because they work permanently at Disney, and they just like, dude, do they
love it because it's a bike, or they love it because they're working it permanently?
With that, but they get their fitness in all day long, and so they
low risk too.
Yeah,
you're not really gonna get in Disney. So
I don't know, but so the bike stigma is
yeah. Yep. We had our live show in Miami. That was an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, dude, I was telling Reagan because he called and asked about it, and I was like, man, our live shows in the past have been crazy, lots of alcohol, fun, no doubt they were fun, but like this one, you know, none of it. I mean, I had a couple beers, but no one got drunk. You didn't drink at all.
I didn't have a sip. Actually, I lie. When I was at the casino, I ordered a Diet Coke, and I watched the girl. She set it down and it had the little straw in it.
Yeah, you're like, that's a mixed drink.
And I took a sip, and I was like, oh, that's rum and Coke. And then I watched the Asian dude get the fucking Diet Coke, and he was just sucking it down. He had paid for it, and he was drinking it. I'm like, I can't believe he doesn't notice. I'm like, I took one sip, but no, I didn't drink a sip.
Yeah. So,
you know, I planned on driving back, and I looked at it like it was kind of on the home turf, and I got obliterated in fucking Jersey City.
you did?
Oh.
You didn't seem like it.
I got wrecked in Jersey City. So it was like, and I remember so we met Jerry Worms for the first time.
Yeah.
Jerry walks in. One of the first things out of Jerry's mouth when I met him for the first time was, Michael, you're not drinking tonight. You're not getting drunk. Because I was looking back on the comments on the live show. Even Jerry in the chat was like, take the beer away from Mike. Take the beer. Tell him to stop drinking. And, you know, my wife was watching me like a hawk. So I started like sneaking to the bathroom, grabbing another one. And I was like putting the energy drink right in front of the fucking beer. So trying not to see it. I was a mess. Took my shirt off, like all kind of stuff. So
It made for a good show in its own right. I mean, this show was super serious. And we didn't mean to make it that way, but I mean, it was emotional.
There's a place for that. There's a place for that. I mean, I you know, it can't always, if it's always the same drunk fest. And, you know, we had a kid there, Jack, that has cancer, and his, like, out of nowhere, he pops up on, you know, on my page. I talk to him. His idol is Jerry Worms. You know, he ends up getting a Jerry Worms shirt. They talk, and now they got to meet for the first time, and like, he
flew in.
Yeah, he like lied to his doctor and said he was in North Dakota, and like him and his family flew in.
His whole family flew in.
That was his mother, his sister, his dad, his girlfriend, and him all flew in.
Dude, that shit was nuts when I was setting up, and I'm like, you know, like, I mean, at some point when workload hits like a lot and it's super stressful, and you're like, it does slip in the back of your mind, like, why are we doing this? And then I've learned, like, right then and there that entire family flew in.
That was my moment as well. Like, normally
holy shit.
I live on alcohol. Like, alcohol fuels me for the night. I'm on I call it cruise control. Once I hit that certain level of like, I'm not stopping. I'm drinking until I black out or I get somebody sits on my lap. So, something's gonna happen to like change the course of my night,
and it's not gonna be good.
And I'm not gonna remember that. So I didn't intentionally do that, but I mean, I wasn't gonna drink heavy. Even Joanna was like, you know, if you want to drink, I'll drive and all that. And I'm like, But that would have taken away from that moment. And that's kind of what I had, was like all this hard work, answering 1,000 DMs, dealing with it, you know, going down there, driving. You know, I left at 9 a.m. from the house. I didn't go home till like 3 a.m. Drove, and it's like that moment. And I said it when we, you know, and during the show, that moment kind of made it all worth it. And, you know, and I post a lot of wild shit and I say a lot of wild things. But when it ties together at that moment, you gotta. I said it that night. You kind of gotta look like a comedian. A comedian's gonna go on stage and say some fucking off the wall crazy shit.
It's to get the attention.
Get the laugh. We're here for that. And now that I'm not a cop, it's like you get almost like you get a pass to be a comedian. You say anything like that on duty, you're fucking done. Or even with, you know, with like, you had to watch what you had to say. You say it after. Now I guess somebody, oh, you were a cop. Well, I'm not a fucking cop in the morning. Be whatever I want. I'm a comedian. I'm a clown. I'm an idiot. But being able to, you know, say whatever I want and draw in some type of audience.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
Proud to announce Counterculture's teamed up with Cloud Defensive, the best in handheld and weapons-mounted illumination. Go to clouddefensive.com, use promo code CC15, and get 15% off your order. Whether you're on patrol, whether you're on SWAT, whether or not you're a civilian that wants their home defense set up, Cloud Defensive is the way to go. They have weapons-mounted and they have handheld lights. So go to clouddefensive.com, use promo code CC15, 15% off.
You know, it's like I say some wild shit, I do some wild things, but at the core of it, it's, you know, it's drawing people into a culture where they can kind of be involved, and maybe they can't say it, but they see other people feeling the same way, and then it leads to something like that where we dig Jerry Worms up from the grave. He's retired. Nobody, you know, everybody remembers that crazy guy on Cops, and now here he is standing in the person, and everybody gets to meet him. And you know, a guy like him really never got his recognition. He makes the show Cops. He's like he's a movie star essentially, and then he's just gone, and you don't even know what happened to him. Like, he would have died. Nobody would have known Jerry. Yeah, he would have died in 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it is, and he would have been the guy.
Sure, you're gonna live forever, but
but nobody would have like ever talked to Jerry again. And it's.
I tell people that all the time. When I started Anti-Hero, there was like a lot of things. Police culture reform for us, not police reform for this event, but reform for us, taking it back, mental health. Those were all things that I planted in outlandish comedy and antics. It's the concept of slipping your dog a pill and a piece of cheese, right? The craziness, the memes, the wild outlandish stuff is the cheese. The stuff that really matters is the pill.
Yeah. And that's where it's like some of these agencies get so, like you said, more cops should be on podcasts. Mm-hmm. More cops should be telling. And if your agency isn't fucked up, then why would you care if your guy goes on a podcast and says XYZ? Because he's representing the agency, and he should be on there going, hey, this is a great place to work. Then if he's not, then most people probably aren't going to say that.
One of my biggest things is like, dude, they're telling you that you have to be this government robot that can't talk about your job, your profession, what you do, where you work, how you do it, why you do it, problems that you have. And I'm saying that, like, if you ask them, they're probably gonna say no, don't do that. Even if you don't talk about the agency in specific, they don't want guys out there doing that. But yet, your 12-hour shift is for the world to see. Yeah, so as long as they're putting it out there, it's okay.
Yeah,
you can't go on a podcast and I get it. There's a lot of things too that Dom Izzo is trying to protect cops, because he is absolutely right. We're defense attorneys are always going to try to use. This guy has shown that he's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. He's shown that, you know, he's
like girls hanging out the back of a window of a car.
Yeah, like you said something on a podcast 3 years ago, and now this just happened. It's, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're being told you can't be truthful and talk about issues in the environment and call out things when you see them that need to be called out, transparency. But they can be transparent on their end.
I think here's what I would do. And Miami-Dade's a great example. They have a zero social media policy. You're not allowed in uniform, nothing.
Oh, wait.
Miami-Dade police or sheriff's office now.
They can can have it. You just can't reference your cop.
You can't you can talk about being a cop. You just can't wear any uniform.
Yeah, most people are like that.
No. Guys, look at all TikTok. They're all in uniform.
That's a great policy.
So that is a great policy, and anything in uniform has to be specifically approved,
and it's probably on their pages.
Yes, they have a media team. Where that makes sense is you can't. It's going to be easier to, unless it's something egregious, it's going to be easier to defend yourself of your personal life if you're dressed like you're in your personal life. Mm-hmm. So if I'm off duty and I got 3 beers in my hand and they find a picture of me, I could be like, yeah, I was drinking 3 beers. I had somebody driving for me. I'm an adult. I'm an American. I can do what I want.
This was posted 4 hours before your shift that you attended.
No, that's different. But if you're in uniform, and obviously you're not going to be holding beer, but if you're in uniform doing something, it's easier for a defense attorney to connect that to, is this how you normally act? Are you like making these skits where these girls, the cracked fucking skits that got that one girl in Heavy Water, where they're all posting basically crack fucked. They didn't get fucked last night, so they were gonna write everybody a ticket. And there was thousands of these videos. Finally, a girl in Texas made World Star the news, and they just went all in and made it a big deal. That chick, I can't imagine that chick's mental health.
What'd she do?
They were posting. So basically, they're playing a song. It's specific to that trend.
It's a TikTok of them, right?
Or an Instagram reel, and they're writing, "I didn't get cracked last night," which is slang for fucked. I didn't get fucked last night, so everybody's getting a ticket today.
Were they trying to say it was a joke?
Yeah, they were all jokes. But one news team in Houston took it, posted it, made a big deal about it. It went to World Star, went on the news, went everywhere. She got suspended, like admin leave, all that over what essentially is a joke. So that's the problem with these trends in these social media. You're going to get away with. There's thousands of them. You go to TikTok and play that song and scroll, you're going to see thousands and thousands of cops with that same video. They just didn't get the lottery. They didn't win the lottery.
So it's a song?
It's a song that's playing, but they're saying in the song, it's, you put a trend to a song, to a comment. Guys are saying it, like corrections officers.
What are they saying? I didn't
get cracked last night. Cracked is fucked. I didn't get fucked last night. So one girl writes, like a corrections officer, all the inmates are going in lockup.
Okay.
All the guys, everybody's getting a ticket. Yeah, it's completely a joke, but it shows the issue with social media and how it can be, and how it can be, and how it can be perceived. And then the easy answer is don't do it. The hard answer is kind of like when we always talk about the vest. Should you do it? Shouldn't you do it? Well, the easy answer is always do it. Always wear it. The easy answer here is don't make those stupid fucking videos. I.e. Mike Dilks. I know the feeling. I have an entire folder on my phone of all the threats. I can send it. And it's all the death threats, all the news articles from BT. I only have like 4 or 5, the ones you posted. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be subject to it. And that's what I think.
You had death threats?
Oh, God, dude.
Who was threatening to kill you?
I went on the Daily Mail, so it went all over the world. So I was getting them from Turkey. But the headline read, racist cop does XYZ. Nobody read the article. They just said racist cop. My name is in it, and they just started pouring them in. So in today's world, today's climate, and then I saw this fucking dumb bitch. I can't even remember her name. Howdy, y'all. She starts every video. She looks like a dude. I can't think of her name. Now she's making merchandise with like her intro little fucking theme and pictures and this and that, and she's using her uniform on camera to do it. So eventually it's going to catch up. And it's kind of like anything else. If you do something enough times that's stupid, it just takes that one. And that girl, like I said, in Texas got hammered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I have something inherently, like, I feel it's inherently wrong to try to limit what cops do and say, but then your personal name is out there, everything's out there. So society and the courts and the media and in your agency can hang you out to dry with your name, with your video clips, with everything, but you can't do the
leave their uniform out of it. The uniform belongs to the government and the people. So leave that out.
Yeah, I think I can agree.
And I think it goes with, I was mentally ill at the time I was doing it. It goes with some type of mental illness that you need that uniform to make your personality sell. Like, you can't do TikToks, you can't do merchandise on your own. You're using, it's like being the worst baseball player on earth, but going out and like, using it, like signing on it like you're some bigwig when you're not. It's like you're just a cop. Yeah, it's a good job. It's really cool to do it. It's a good for the people, but now you're twisting it to make money or fill a void in your mental health problem. What's going on, guys? No Can Smelling Salts and Counterculture have teamed up. This stuff is a pick-me-up. When it's late at night and there's not an Ultima in sight, you hit this. You're piled up the C4s on your passenger side. The roller dogs are burning over there. You don't need that. You need the No Can Smelling Salts. When you're getting ready to go to the gym after a long night shift, you hit this in the morning and you feel better. Guaranteed results. Use code CC10 for 10% off for Counterculture. This is what you need. No Can Smelling Salts. I'm gonna be real controversial right here because somebody brought this up.
Okay.
And people are gonna like this one. Somebody said to me, "You always bash TikTok cops. You know who we don't bash? The fucking SWAT boys and the jump out boys that put the little blurry line across their face in all those cool videos.
Yeah.
And they sell merchandise.
Who cares?
I know, but I think I'm being a hypocrite.
No.
So why is it different? Because they're
Give me a
cooler?
second.
Because they're cooler?
Give me a second.
Clip that. That's going to be a problem. Somebody said that to me and said, why do you...
They're just jealous they're not SWAT.
That's fine. But not even SWAT, jump out boys. So
They're just jealous they're not on tag teams.
I can think of like 50 stories a month I post from these guys, and they're great. They're all bad guys, drunk guys.
Well, okay, here's my argument. Real quick, just snowballing. They're out there doing police work and selling merchandise. So it's a different argument. Whether that's right or wrong or not, dancing on TikTok's not police work.
It's not.
But jumping out on people and doing ops and taking photos before the ops,
But then
you're
you
still
use
doing
it
police
to sell
work.
merchandise.
Okay, but that's a separate argument. I see that. I can see like.
So you're saying it's okay to post,
but it's not the same.
If you're putting bad guys in jail, it's okay to post the bad guy in handcuffs.
No, they don't do that, do they?
No, they post like the blacked out faces.
See, that's you're fucking with.
Sometimes there's guys in custody. Sometimes there's a hood full of drugs
but
and
here's
guns.
the thing. Okay, so but your agency can do it. Your
Yes.
chief or sheriff, can
And
put
maybe
somebody on blast.
I'm sure they probably have the carte blanche to do it. But I'm saying is they're going XYZ night jump out squad, and then they're making shirts and patches and selling.
But that is police work.
Okay.
Dancing on TikTok's not.
So if you, as long as you're doing good police work, you
Yeah.
can exploit the badge for money.
Oh, stop! You were smirking when you said it.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I know how Izzo would feel because Izzo would be against both of them.
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's why I made the argument because
yeah.
the person said it to me, and I'm like, I feel exactly like you. I'm like, those dudes are fucking out with like taking machine guns off the streets and
Yeah.
shit. Like they can post whatever the
Street
fuck they want.
sweepers.
But it's the same. Take your feelings out of it. How do you know the TikTok cop isn't a good cop? Just because they're making us, I hate them all. So I'm being devil's advocate, but I can tell you the time I was a TikTok cop, I kind of got away from the warrants and all that stuff. I was definitely focused on the stupidity of the fame. I was a good cop before and after TikTok. But for the other side of it, let's say they are a good cop and they just happen to make some silly videos. I can think of a guy right now that makes some really silly cringe videos. But so let's say, because these guys are like, they make these cool filters and they're standing there, they got the black dots across their face and they're doing, it's okay. Everybody, yes, right? Yeah. I don't remember who.
Nice.
I don't remember who DM'd it to me, but it was a serious question. It said, "How do you feel about the blacked out faces and the dots?" And these guys are making patches and shirts and selling it.
Okay, let's throw in another one. I forget his Instagram name. He's LAPD. He doesn't do things in the LAPD uniform that I know of. He might. I'm not sure though. But it's like the dunk cop, the hoop cop, and he is an advocate on playing basketball with kids in the hood, and that's his social media. Whether let's just say for the sake of argument, he sells shirts and he monetizes it. To me, I still think that okay, so you're monetizing the badge. Fine, that's another argument, but it's still more, you're doing something positive on social media. Dancing is just self-gratification. TikTok is just for you. It's for nobody else.
Catholic priests are doing good things too, and then they're not doing good things. I mean, yeah. This is that rabbit hole of like what's right and what's wrong, because you can really argue it both ways. I would agree, but why do you monetize that? Because you can make money. When another guy will go, I do the same thing and I go put bad guys in jail and I don't make shirts. So it comes down to, I guess,
how do they make the shirts?
the same way we do.
So let's say no, I don't mean like physically. I mean like how do they monetize it? So they go out.
Some catchy, yeah.
They go out and they are actual living the life, street crime, SWAT, and then they own an apparel brand that says "We own the night," whatever. You think
Goons
that?
out.
You think that's capitalizing on the badge? Because I'm trying to think of like how are they actually monetizing the badge?
I guess
If they put a picture on the shirt of them at work, maybe.
if I quit Copville tomorrow and come back as John Doe, nobody knows me, and I start an Instagram page and I say I'm selling police gear, and they don't know any, and I don't post me nobody in the world is going to follow me or buy my stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you build the status. And I guess you're right when it comes to the fact that if you're doing good shit, you almost get a pass to do it because you're at least.
I mean,
you're
it's your
doing,
experience. So if you lived in the corporate world, it's a different pipeline. I get it. This is a really hard one to compare. But let's say you're in the corporate world. You've been there 20 years. You got your resume of all these places you worked and things you did. And then the big thing at the end is where you want to work. You're able to use that and say like, oh, I did this, this, and that. Where our pipeline is different. We lived it. We did the same. We did the things we preach about. We were on the teams that we talk about. And then this was our final chapter. And so it's our resume. Because if you were like, hey, I'm not going to talk about street crimes or dope or SWAT, then no one would, just like you said, there's no guarantee you know what you're talking about. So you kind of have to say that stuff.
Yeah. And I guess it comes down to if you're keeping it. Okay, so here's where I'm going to go with it. If you're keeping it in law enforcement, so if these guys, the jump out boys, are selling jump out gear and it's promoting proactivity,
Yes.
it's good. But if you're a girl and you're putting makeup on and you're selling hair products and makeup that has nothing to do with proactivity, it's garbage.
I honestly don't even care about that.
See,
I hate the dancing cops. It's
okay.
just
So you're So how
What are you
how about fucking Johnny Q jump out boy, fucking bad as shit, 1,000 arrests a year, and he starts dancing on camera
Fuck
and
him.
he still does his
That's
job. It's bad.
Yeah, because he's not. But he's not trying to monetize anything.
But it's okay. Okay, so that's bad. But a girl that does nothing is a horrible human being, and she's essentially a cop to exploit her former dead partner. And
wait, well, this is oddly specific. What?
Yeah, you know exactly. Dom, who I'm talking about. I'm not going to give the gratification of saying the name, but then you just make videos about your skincare, hair care, whatever products, and you post every single thing you do.
What if
like
your target
I saw a
demographic-
homeless guy tonight, and I gave the homeless guy a ride, and I gave him
no.
like you're because.
What I'm trying to say is like, okay, let's say you're a female cop and you're trying to sell. Because I've seen this. They still. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they still have not found the perfect like bras for women wearing vests. There's all kinds of them out
I
there.
didn't know we had a bra problem.
Well, we wouldn't know. But let's say like you're trying to do a sports lingerie or sports undergarment or
Okay.
t-shirts
For
female,
the job.
and you're like, hey, now I'm a female and I'm sitting here trying to fuck it, a sheepy. You're trying to sell a sheepy. And you're like, I'm a cop. I drink a gallon of water a day to stay fit. I'm always peeing. And now I got to go to the side of the road. But that's a really bad example.
Yeah, it was. It's like your ghost bed.
Also, if you don't know what a sheepy is.
It's like your ghost bed fucking your grandma peed in your
Sheepy's
bed.
been with us since day one. They're a
So
huge sponsor.
I
of
guess
ours.
it's kind of like anything else there's going to be a large group of people that have the same feeling we do.
Is it right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, because you're totally against any dancing.
I just think if you open a dance studio and you want to teach the youth how to dance, I can get on board with that.
Okay, and then you're against the skits. Obviously, we agree with that.
Yeah, that's
But you're
retarded.
saying if a female is a cop and she's taking time out of her day on duty, on shift, to record hundreds
Here's
of
the thing:
takes.
you'll never get me with time out of her day on unit. Like I don't care about government.
Do you think she's? I get it, but do you think she's listening to the radio? You think she's paying attention to the calls that are coming in?
Whoa.
I know I did it. I know I was kind of like not listening. So now she's over and over, take after take to get this lip gloss promo just right. And then goes home and then makes money off of, because people accuse me of it. I didn't make a dime off TikTok. People assumed I did. So some of the comments and threats were like,
You were making in other ways.
No, I didn't make a dime. That was before I had any.
No, I'm saying not monetary.
Well,
Attention.
yeah.
The attention.
Yeah, my Snapchat was busy, but but the pictures were so big you couldn't see them because the girls were so big. That's why I always comment whenever I go after a TikTok hop. I'm like, bro, I know them fat Arkansas fucking trailer park girls are not keeping you,
You gotta
doing
buy
this.
2 seats on the plane.
Oh my god! But what I'm getting at is then they go home and now they're making money, revenue from their government shift on duty, in the
From
car,
like makeup companies?
yeah, or anything. They're selling it. They're
They're ambassadors, right?
yeah, or they have their own product, like we do. We have our own product line. So imagine if I'm in my car all day and I got a counterculture hat on and I'm like, yeah, counterculture, let's go. I just stopped a guy going 55 and I just narrate my whole day to the camera in an attempt to get you to buy this. Do you think that's right to be doing while you're working?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I mean, here's the thing: is it's inherent in me. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like no, because that money belongs to taxpayers. That time belongs to the taxpayer. That time belongs to, and you can argue safety. You can argue radio. You can argue, where's your zone partner? Where's he at? Is he expecting you to be around and
Did
listening?
he just go traffic and you're dancing outside the car? Or you're
so
making
I get all those things. I really do. But I mean, it's if you worked in sports marketing.
You don't though.
But so now you're subject to no future, and people can't do what we do. They work for the government.
You chose that job, and there's policies
God,
that
you
say
sound like a fucking sheriff right now.
No,
right before you shit can somebody. You chose to work for the government.
You did. Go get a fucking job doing something else. Like until I got wrapped in TikTok and then got out, I would have agreed with everything you said. Like, do whatever you want. But then I think about how I, as a good cop, got sidetracked. And then you're going to have a lot of peers that think you're a fucking moron too, which is not good when you're like relying on guys to back you up. And then they're not going to tell you. Most people are not going to walk up to you and be like, hey, dude, you're fucked up.
A few guys did. Your back.
Yeah. So a few guys did. But then you
did they do that to be assholes? Or did they do that because they cared about you?
My one friend, Christian Matheson, cares about me, and I just wouldn't listen. And that's really the only one that really said anything before I got in trouble, before the IA. And then more people came up.
Because when you got in trouble, you tried to fucking dig your heels in, didn't you?
Initially.
Yeah, everybody would. I mean, that's human nature.
Initially, I said I didn't,
Acceptance.
I was accused of racism, though, is the problem. It wasn't racist. Was I stupid? Yes, but the original charge was racism, and then it was unfounded.
Oh, so you were trying to defend that.
There was a rap song playing in the fucking in the TikTok that had an off-colored word in it.
Here's the thing: is I think this is how my brain works. I feel like you should be able to lip sync the N-word on social media in civilian attire. The second you do that, that really makes the agency look bad. If you do it, and if you were to do it in your uniform or in your car, but that's everywhere. I mean, in Barstool a couple years ago, a guy was lip syncing something live, and he fucking what's the owner of Barstool's name? Dave Portnoy was like, they were talking about it years later, but he was like, dude, I can't not. He's like, we're a public company. They wanted blood. He was like, I hired him back 2 years later. I knew that's how that was going to happen. But he's like, you can't, I can't let that go. We don't own a fucking 1,200 square foot building and we're a bunch of jokesters. Like, he's like, so every agency's
Penn
probably
stuff was going on too, right? They were selling the casino.
And so an agency is operating like a very, very highly grossing corporation. They really have to worry about public.
That's a whole nother topic because I get all the hate and all the problem with the term. My take is if it's that bad, keep it out of music completely. Keep it out of music completely.
Or don't have. We got to determine by law if only black people.
You have the number one song on the chart has the word in it like 32 times.
Kids are going to be saying it.
Yeah, you expect me to beep, 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 beep.
Like I said, pass a law saying that white people can't say it, and then we're good. That's society.
Keep it out of music.
I really don't think black people care
because
if you're singing a song,
nobody I don't think cares when it comes to music until they want it. It's kind of like the whole thing I just talked about. The word cracked doesn't mean a thing, and you saying I'm going to write a ticket because I didn't get cracked last night. Nobody really cares. We might say you're a piece of shit. We hate you on TikTok. Nobody thinks you're really going to write tickets because you didn't get late. Yeah. Until somebody interprets that way, spins it that way, and presents it to the public, and it's the same thing with that. It's like, I don't think you're a racist because you recite a rap song that you've listened to 40,000 times. And like, think about NWA with Fuck the Police. It's in there all over the place. I was singing that when I was fucking 10 years old. Like, that's what I thought. I'm singing a song. And now, 30, 40 years later, you sing that same song and you get caught singing it outside and you say that you're done.
You go.
Do you give? I guess if you're Mike drunk at Jersey City, yeah, it's like, and there's the song titles on the album that have that in it. The name of the band is that.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is the name. Can I say the name of the band?
Wait, there's
NWA.
Oh yeah, that's why they made NWA for white people.
Can I say the name of the band?
No, because are they A's with attitude or
It is.
ERs? With
It's
attitude?
A.
Okay.
But no, you cannot.
You can't.
You cannot. We're on the edge right here talking about it.
Oof.
So it's like, in a derogatory, meant to be derogatory, I understand all of it. All of it. It's terrible. Just like it's any other slur is bad. Like if you're intending to hurt somebody's feelings.
If there's hate behind it.
Correct.
Yeah. That's like
So it's like,
that's why that'll make a great clip, by the way. But that's why comedy is because
you see white guys are getting away with it.
yeah, because it's comedy, it's socially acceptable. There's no hate behind
One
it.
dude in like Madison Square Garden like let it fly, didn't he? Like one of those comedians like white or his like more white than not let it fly in like Madison Square Garden.
Oh, really?
And nothing ever. He didn't get canceled.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like controversy, but it's like, and then when they go to like the Tom Brady roast, everything in there is racist. There's white dudes cracking, like everything is bad, but it's like it's a roast, so it's like, okay,
you guys are
they're at a
good.
roast, we can say whatever we want.
I know too, man. When you say things, if you say it with your chest, say it with confidence, people are like, if you look hesitant at all, people are going to be like, oh, he knows he can't say that.
Tom doesn't care what he says.
No, look at Dom. He's got, I mean, like his fucking live stream, there's on a slow night, 500 people in there. That's insane. For one guy, dude, it takes Anti-Hero Live 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people to be that entertaining.
He is never. Usually, he's no guest. It's just
I've
him.
never seen him have a guest.
I was on there once. There's every now and then he had the auditor on.
Oh,
but
like a remote guest.
yeah, I'll be on like a remote, but he packs it in and he's good. He knows. I mean, he's not stupid. There is as many people watching that hate his guts that can't turn it off.
That's
that support
good.
him.
That's good.
That's good for him. Yeah, it's actually.
And what like this whole like we'll talk about it next episode, but the whole like like what we're doing is the good thing is that there's never going to be not content out there.
Yes.
There's never not. There's always gonna. I guess it's a better way to say it. There always is gonna be good content, whether it be good, entertaining, good, funny, good, bad.
Yeah.
But it's when I say the word good, I mean like people want it.
And I think what sets us apart when we talk about counterculture is usually this content is dictated by the agency or the media.
Yeah.
You have a left, usually leaning media who doesn't like the police, and you have agencies can go either way. They can either support their guys or not. You have those two extremes. We're able to blend that and say whatever the fuck we want and say this is what we think as real cops who have done this job with all those factors in place. And we have like experts like Brennan and guys in our network that have experience. This is what we think. And normally, even with the page and the memes and everything, normally that collective group of people that are going to follow us are your good cops that are doing the job for the right reasons. They're going to tend to agree with us. Now, there's always a time when they're like, you're off on this one or that one.
Yeah.
But our stream is and our audience is very much like us. So when we talk about stuff, we're like you and I disagree about George Floyd on some things, like and Joanna in the vest and everybody here, but we're bouncing it off of like two parameters that we kind of agree on the group.
Yeah.
But your agency's going to have it this way. Your media, the cops are all crooked, depending on where you're at. And then somewhere in the middle is the counterculture that says, no, dude, fuck them and fuck them. This is what's really going on, and that's where I think we stand.
Yeah. So we'll be in NTOA this week. Yeah. This will air. We're filming this, but this will drop tomorrow.
And then we'll be driving Friday, Saturday.
God, Friday morning. I went and bought so the trailer that we use to go to these shows. It's kind of a mix with Anti-Hero, Counterculture, Copville, FRCC, and we outgrew our little trailer. And so
there's a trailer outside that's terribly parked.
I went and bought it today, and I don't know how to back a trailer up into a parking space.
We dealt with that adventure at OTOA.
I didn't know it's over 2,000 pounds.
We were stuck in a dead end for 3 a.m.
Everybody, like, I'm the only one driving, and like none of us are really proficient in driving.
I can back it up. I just don't like to deal with other people's shit because I owned a boat, so I had to back it in the fucking
I don't like the pressure.
I don't like dealing with other people's shit. Like, if it's mine, I can crash it. I can do whatever I want with it. So,
But yeah, we'll be at
DC,
NTOA.
right? Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, it's a Sunday and Monday. A National Tactical Officers Association.
It's the last school I went to before I got demoted.
Oh, really?
NTOA active shooter instructor.
We'll be slinging shirts. So
Stickers, shirts, patches, cigars. Has he got whiskey yet?
yeah, but you can't sell them. There's like rules with whiskey.
Yeah,
But
cops and alcohol. Yeah.
yeah. But other than that, man, we're gonna be moving into the new studio. Hopefully,
Couple months, 2 months maybe.
probably realistically all set up in 2 months. But we'll have a lot more content coming out.
Live shows during
Live
the day.
shows during the day, during the night. You know, it'll be a place to come get your counterculture info. So
That's it.
yeah, I have to pee.
We are Counterculture 8. How's everybody doing tonight? Wild, huh? Wild.